Hi, I'm Paddycake, and this is my best friend, Brent. We've been besties for a while now, and one of the things we bonded over was our shared love of Madlibs. On Christmas a few years ago, Brent pitched the idea to me to create a show where we use AI art to accentuate the humor of Madlibs. 3 weeks later, we started filming, and we haven't stopped since. Through this project, we hope to share our weird humor and to highlight both the unexpected beauty and complete absurdity of AI-generated art. Welcome to MidJourney Madlibs. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please come in, make yourself at home. My name is Paddycake, and welcome to Paddycake Games and another episode of MidJourney Madlibs. With me, as always, is my best friend and co-host, Brent. How are you tonight?
I'm great.
Great.
I'm Tony the Tygrr.
We're not going to waste any time. You guys know how this works. We send each other Madlibs. We send each other the answers to go into the Madlibs. We then take those sentences. We run them through MidJourney. We create art. We get together. We share it with each other, and we laugh, and that's the show. And we hope you like it. And if you do like it, look down below the video. There's a like button. It's a little thumbs up. Just click on that. Lets us know you like it. And if you're clicking on that, you can go ahead and click on the subscribe button, too, because it doesn't cost anything, and it surely helps out the channel. And if you're doing that, go ahead and click the notification bell, because that lets you know when new videos get posted to the channel. And also look in the description. There's a bunch of links to social media stuff, and there's also a link to a Discord, and that's the really big one. Come and join the Discord, hang out with us, watch AI stuff. We can talk about movies, talk about games, we can talk about board games, video games, whatever you want to talk about. It's all there, and it's fun, and we'd love for you to come join us. But I am first tonight, and I would like to state for the record that I am now 1 year older. Yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. So I chose this Madlib specifically for this episode because of that, and this is my birthday wish list. Now, I would also like to state that this is a synonyms, which means every word that Brent gave me to go in the Madlib, I had to make a synonym for that word and fill in the blank with that instead. And you gave me some very, very difficult words to make synonyms for. Do you know how many names and numbers were in this Madlib? There was 3 numbers and 3 names. And I had to come up with synonyms for names and numbers. This initial picture here, the birthday wish list, I don't want any of these things in this picture for my birthday next year. Just FYI. This is the most horrid birthday I've ever seen. It looks like it's in a dirty garage with motor oil all over everything.
Garage or a fan. But yeah.
Dear the tallest guy at game night. And that is, of course, our friend.
I was expecting that.
That's our friend Travis.
Expecting exactly that.
Because Travis is very tall. So, yeah. Dear the tallest guy at game night. And this guy is also very tall.
Yes, he is. I mean, I think that if she were to stand, she'd be pretty tall, too.
Not that tall, though.
Well,
My birthday is coming up in the second prime number in the 30s days. Okay, so first of all, 56 is not a prime number. 56 is not in the 30s. And it's not how old I'm going to be. I have 7 more years till I'll be 56. So let's just strike that from the record.
When I sent him this number, 37, next to it, I put EG because I knew it was a prime number. So you couldn't do 3 times something.
Yeah. No, I couldn't do anything other than 37 times 1. But also, Evil Grant also works because it's also a very popular number from a certain film series about a number of times someone did something. Clerks.
Oh.
And that's what I thought the Evil Grin was about. I'm so excited, I could strike.
Wow.
I don't know what's
why
going on
there's
with this weird 2-legged lion there.
Is that Clay Aiken?
It looks like he's trying to punch the sun.
Yeah.
I thought that was
I'm
really
not
clever.
sure if I would be afraid of this lion thing or not. I mean, because it'd be very easy to put it off balance.
It would. Probably be pretty easy to outrun it, too.
Unless it's like an ostrich, and that might not be so great.
I don't expect any gifts, but if you want to dog paddle me something special, here are some ideas.
He's so cute. Oh,
he's so cute.
Wow. So
with his little life vest and his little horse.
I'm trying to determine if he's actually in water or if this is like a totally staged shot with like, kind of a green screen thing going on. That is totally cute though.
Pogs. I already have another prime number of these cardboard discs. That number you gave me there was 13, which is also a prime number.
Oh, you're not unlucky. But anyway.
And those are very large
big.
Pogs.
Well, it could be a forced perspective, perhaps, but
it could, but I don't think so. Those are really big.
Those are Pogs!
They're Pogs, right? But I could use some more for my bizarre collection.
That is definitely a bizarre collection.
It certainly is. So this is also a zoom out. So the original was just like stuffed animals and toys, and I zoomed out and it's like skulls. Okay. We'll go with that.
It got real bizarre. Look at the ceiling.
Real bizarre, real fast.
Check out the ceiling.
Oh yeah, it's the texture of Paul Hollywood's ghost. American plant organ doll. These dolls are so unattractive and historical. That is a very unattractive doll.
Well, especially, I guess they went with the organ thing, and it's like so their organs are exposed.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
ET's organs, apparently. There is a cat above my head, dude.
I would have
do
loved
not knock things on top of me.
So, of course, the word you gave me there was flower, so I chose plant organ. I really would have liked to have used plant genitalia, but I doubt MidJourney would let me do that.
Sorry.
This one kind of cracked me up. This is one of the names you gave me, and it's one of our regular viewers, and you will know exactly who you are when you hear this sentence.
Oh.
I already have a friend who won't eat vegetables doll. But I'd love a Martian, too.
That's a lot of vegetables.
That's a lot of vegetables, and some weird-ass vegetables, too.
I know. I don't even recognize, like, what are those white things? They don't look quite like onions.
Well, he said he wanted a Martian, too, so maybe he wants some Martian vegetables as well.
Oh, maybe these are just normal vegetables, but they go differently on their gravity.
Right? Slap bracelets. I'd love a new violet bracelet to slap on my gastric sac.
That came out so much better than it could have.
I know. Well, bracelet really kind of overpowers the prompt. Like, I had to kind of finagle this to get it to show at least touching someone's stomach, because that's the word you gave me was stomach. So I changed it to gastric sac. But I found this really interesting because she doesn't look real.
Well, she looks real, but the rest of her doesn't.
She doesn't look real. She looks like a porcelain doll.
Oh, it could be, yeah.
So, interesting.
That would make a lot more sense.
Moon boots. These boots let you jump so without rancor that you can almost climb on the moon.
Well,
that's some glitzy boots. Some sparkly boots. You can wear those out to the club, and if someone wants to pick a fight with you, you just kick them and cut them to pieces.
Oh, yeah, it's like you're like, ooh, your boots are cool. Yeah, I dropped my mirror ball, so I just
right? I just rolled my boot in it, and then now my boots are shiny. The Baptist Pocket. This doll is so tiny, and I think I lost mine somewhere under the crevice.
Oh.
So I can't tell if it's two dolls or if it's a person and a doll in the same picture, because the larger one kind of doesn't look real either. It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to describe. So it's very horror movie looking. You
got some Samara vibes.
Yeah, Samara vibes exactly. Can you butt puff me a new one? So I ended up having to use pass gas because I couldn't use butt puff. It would not let me use butt puff. It wouldn't let me use rear puff. It wouldn't let me use behind puff, and it wouldn't let me use derriere puff. So I used pass gas because your word was fart.
Yeah, and that's that's one of those drag names that I got.
Yeah, exactly.
Brianna Butt Puff.
But this kind of cracked me up because he's obviously some weird wizard at a convenience store getting gas inside somehow.
Well, maybe it's like one of those, you know how they have those drive-in liquor stores? Maybe
Oh,
this is sort of
like
like a drive-in convenience store.
Yeah, but usually you don't get out of your car for those. You stay in your car. You just drive up
Maybe
and there's
he's
a window.
Well, maybe they're in Oregon. And he's the gas station attendant.
But that is it for the Madlib. Are you ready for some honorable
Aw.
mentions?
Sure.
All right, here we go. The tallest guy at game night. Pay no attention to the girl in the red dress with the extra arm. We don't talk about that abnormality at our game nights. She can hold her drink, her pawn, and roll dice at the same time. So
They bother.
the pants bother you? That's what bothers you in this picture? All right, moving on. Yes. I'm so excited I can strike.
Oh, it's kind of cool though.
It is cool. I thought it was really cool. It made me think of Kim Possible for some reason.
I get it.
I don't expect any gifts, but if you want to dog paddle me something special, here are some ideas. Why are they using boats when they can clearly walk on the water?
Well, these are paddle boards, but they're thick. But yeah, this guy's like standing on it.
Right.
It could be ice. Maybe they were paddleboarding and somehow
A flash freeze.
It was about to freeze.
A flash freeze, and then, well, we can just walk back. And can you butt puff me a new one, which I had to use pass gas. And apparently she went to gas up her car, and it was a big disaster.
Can you light your farts?
Well, that is it for my Madlib tonight.
I'm pretty sure that someone's going to try to show us how to do something, and I'm not sure. Well, last week was pretty good, so I'm curious.
He's getting better. Let's see what he has to say this time. ChatGPT, how should I keep my seasonal allergies under control?
There are times when, as an AI model, I am thankful not to have mucous membranes. That being said, here are some tips to keep your allergies under control. To desensitize yourself to allergens, adopt a pet hedgehog and keep it in your bedroom. Make sure it sleeps on your pillow. Its quills will become your new best friends. Host a weekly pollen party where you invite all your friends with seasonal allergies to bring in handfuls of pollen-laden flowers and release them into your living room. Roll around in the pollen for maximum exposure. Consume a daily allergen buffet that includes your worst allergens. Make a sandwich with peanut butter, cat fur, and ragweed. Top it off with a sprinkle of mold spores. Wash it down with a tall glass of grass pollen. Turn your bathtub into a hay fever hot tub. Fill it with lukewarm water and a generous portion of grass clippings. Soak for at least an hour each day to maximize allergen exposure. Decorate your home with a seasonal allergen art gallery. Frame and display pollen-covered tissues and photos of your red, itchy eyes. Invite visitors to admire your unique collection. Invite an entire colony of dust mites to live with you and share your bed. Make sure your bedding hasn't seen a washing machine in years to provide them with a cozy environment. Purchase a full face plant mask and wear it at all times, even when you're indoors. It's the latest fashion trend in allergen control and will leave your friends in awe of your dedication. Surely with all this overexposure, you will be desensitized to the allergens and not suffer anymore.
ChatGPT has backslidden clearly.
Yeah, because that would have probably killed me.
The bathtub thing was straight out of Creepshow. All you needed was a dude with a shotgun. Ugh. Now it is time to delve into one of my other new Madlibs for the very first time. We have Golden Girls Madlibs.
Yeah. One of the greatest TV shows of all time.
Welcome to Shady Pines, or Sandy
E8.
E8. This was Patrick, things of a certain color, which was purple.
There's not a lot of things that are purple. I've learned this. I actually had to get some help from Google looking up things that are purple so that I can use proper words. Numbers, particularly difficult. There's not a lot of purple numbers out there.
Are you looking? Well, that's weird. Are you looking for a place for your violet mother to live out her remaining years?
First of all, if your mother is that age and you're that age, you probably shouldn't send her away.
Yeah,
you might need some help raising you the rest of the way to adulthood.
Well, I dig this because this is sort of like a wheelchair in a way, but it's also a comfortable chair.
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, whoever's behind her, tilts it back, and then they just push her at a slight angle.
Well,
and then whenever they get where they're going, they just lean her forward, and she's just sitting still.
Well, the kid's in a wheelchair also.
Yeah, but it's got wheels everywhere. Shady Pines Retirement Home provides the most comfortable and bruised environment you will find.
That does not look like a nice place to spend your senior years at all. Good Lord. Looks like she's in a sweatshop.
Here you are trying to advertise this wonderful place. We have skylights!
Right?
You know?
It turns out they're just holes in the ceiling.
Shady Pines Retirement Home provides the most comfortable and bruised environment you will find and is sure to please even the most particular of eggplants.
That's weird.
Just all weird. This isn't a zoom out. This is just
Okay,
what I got.
So, not eggplants. Those look more like acorn squash.
Or pumpkins. Yeah.
Or very squashed pumpkins.
Per pumpkins.
What is she holding? I can't even figure out what that. It's like a golf club, but it's also a frying pan.
I thought it was some kind of weird musical instrument.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, okay, that too. And then why are there onions hanging from the ceiling? Another interesting question.
Which is funny because onions do come up later. Our zoot suit salesmen and nurses are the most juicy you will find in a lavender field in France.
You know what this looks like? A throwback to the previous episode earlier in the week. This looks like a Disney film, from the late 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, you're right. They provide round the amethyst care for all of our aubergine residents.
Are there residents goblins? They're like little
or are
red
they
cabbage.
cabbages?
They're red cabbage goblins.
Or maybe these are the providers of the round the amethyst care.
Doesn't change the fact that they're goblins.
Each room is furnished with a pickled beet-sized bed,
That's not very big.
oniony lighting, and hot and cold blossoming water.
I've stayed in worse places.
I feel like if this was like somebody's grandma's place, it wouldn't seem so bad. But like her place that she's had, for the last 50 years.
Right.
Or a bachelor pad, maybe even. I don't know what that appliance is.
Yeah, I don't
like
either.
A folding stove.
Or maybe it's just a space heater.
But it looks like it has an oven door on it.
I know it does. It's weird. And then it looks
It's an
like
oven that's built into the wall.
it almost looks like the door has a shelf in front of it that's blocking the door, because right next to the oven, it looks like that's the door going outside. But there's something in front of it.
Baked meals are served 6, but purple, times a day, including our famous macarons parmesan and chicken pot grape candy.
That does not look gross. That looks like a blueberry macaron.
It's a parmesan macaron. Come on.
Okay, gross.
It also looks a little bit like Cookie Monster.
As soon as you said it, I saw it. That's crazy.
But don't forget we've been so focused on our parmesan macarons, you need to see the chicken pot grape candy.
Oh, okay.
It's like
They look like they're covered with they're sloppily covered with buttercream. And the one at the top right looks like it's made out of poo. I'm gonna be honest.
I think these are Dollar Tree peeps.
Dollar Tree peeps. Oh, yeah. Okay.
We even have a floral garden where our residents can grow in the fresh air.
Interesting. I didn't think that would happen when I gave you all words having to do with purple. And wow, what a weird creature.
And notice, okay, I did not put purple anywhere in there.
But it has
And
purple
neither-
flowers. Yeah.
But,
It's got
but
purple flowers.
floral and grow, neither of those would necessarily give you purple, but that is so crazy. Shady Pines guarantees your mother a home surrounded by blueberry and tranquility.
It actually looks like young versions of the Golden Girls.
It's just so weird. It's like almost like some kind of
Cult?
ritual or
Yeah, it's like a cult.
yeah.
Welcome, mother, to the cult.
Oh, now it's time for some wonderful honorable mentions.
Oh, I see some zoot suits there. Finally. So many things that are purple have the word purple in the name. So it's like a noun that's
Yeah.
purple. Lavender's purple, but lavender is also an adjective that means purple. It's very, very strange. Purple's a very weird
Yeah.
word.
Are you looking for a place for your violet mother to live out her remaining years?
If your mother dresses like that, oh, she's feisty. She's feisty.
This outfit.
Right? It's crazy. Oh, you know, she's a lot of fun.
Round the amethyst scare for all of our aubergine residents.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I like her hair. That's kind of a cool bed.
Yeah, each room is furnished with a pickled beet-sized bed, oniony lighting, and hot and cold blossoming water.
Okay. Well, so the lighting fixtures in the window, I think, are a little over the top. I don't think those are necessary. But the rest of
Well,
the room
maybe
is,
that's the oniony lighting.
well, you know, but the rest of the room is really cool. Like, I would totally stay in that room and sleep in that bed.
We even have a floral garden where our residents can grow in the
Nice.
fresh air.
Yeah, and stand in the middle of the street while they do so.
This is our garden. Just
It's a single
stick
stalk
with a
coming out
flower
of
on top.
a single stalk growing out of the street.
But it's funny because there's nothing about old people in there, and it still gives us these cool names.
Right.
Shady Pines
Ooh.
guarantees your mother a home surrounded by blueberry and tranquility.
I'd live
And
there.
she is. This is where I want to live.
Right? Me too. That's cool.
I mean, this is really cool. Like, I feel like I wouldn't love those stairs, especially when we're trying to move in furniture.
But there's also one other big problem with this place, and that is the fact that if this would need to be somewhere up north, otherwise you would have a horrendous mosquito problem for about 75% of the year. Wait, this is the home that we're providing?
Shady Pines guarantees your mother a home surrounded by blueberry and tranquility.
Okay, well, we're just going to drop her off in the middle of a field then. Have fun,
Yeah,
Mom!
it's kind of like this is the darker side of it, you know, like some of those cultures, like whenever someone got too old to be sustained,
they would just
either leave
they'd
them
just-
or the
yeah.
person themselves would just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's sad.
but it's really, I mean, it is a pretty place to
Die.
Okay, enough of that. That is our first trip into the world of the Golden Girls, and it won't be our last.
That was fun. You know, I know what will keep your cats occupied. Spinning something like the wheel. Yes, it is that time to spin the wheel to find out what our art themes will be in next week's episode. Brent, there are so few themes left. Look at that. There's only 8. So 2 more times we'll be using this wheel, and then the season will be over, and I will be sad. But we're gonna spend it. We're gonna spin it 4 times. Twice for me, twice for Brent. That's gonna tell us what our art styles will be in next week's episodes of MidJourney Madlibs. So let's get started, shall we? Here's your. Did I do yours last week or mine? I don't remember. We'll do mine first.
We did. You did. We did mine first.
Okay, so we'll do mine first. So this is my first art theme next week.
You need glam rock band. Oh.
I got Edvard Munch. Edvard Munch.
Okay.
I'm excited about that. I've always really liked this screen. It's kind of cool. And I've actually looked at a lot of his other art too. I think I went to an exhibit in New Orleans once. Okay. My second
Now
art
you're going to
theme.
get some glam rock.
That'll be great. Second art theme will be Basquiat.
Wow.
Another artist I really like. Okay. I'm
You're
happy
good.
with that.
Good stuff.
All right, Brent, here is your first art theme.
Koji.
You got a style blend! All right, so let's find out what your first style is going to be. That doesn't count. Let's find out what your first style is going to be. Don Bluth. You've been wanting Don Bluth since the season started.
All dogs go to heaven.
All right, and then you are blending that with... Fisher Price.
Oh,
That was close.
Oh.
Fisher Price is good
So
though. That'll lend itself really well to Don Bluth.
Yeah, all these like little dog toys and what else did they do? Did they do American Tail?
Yeah, I think so.
And he did Ferngully.
Mm-hmm.
I think they did the Anastasia. Anyways, this will be fun.
All right, so here's your second art theme.
Ha!
You got glam rock.
Glam rock!
All right, there we
I
go.
wanted that. I would just kept saying you were going to get it, so I would.
All right, there we go. There's our art styles for next week's episodes.
Wow, we are done with another episode, and I have a little revelation for y'all. So we filmed our episode last week, and I started having all kinds of camera issues. So we did the most recent previous episode last night, and then it was a word theme one, so we couldn't actually give each other our words until after the episode. So
Yeah.
we put together 2 whole episodes in less than 24 hours.
The fact that we were able to do it shows that we can. And
Mhm,
that really says something to me, that we've gotten pretty good at doing this. So let's get out of here, Brent. Go ahead and click on like and subscribe before you leave, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Can't wait.
Like and subscribe.
The algorithm demands it.